live. Hello, hello, hello. I have been banned again. I don't know what's up with Facebook, but somebody need to have a conversation with Facebook. Let me share this to a couple people. I hope y'all are having a beautiful and amazing day because it is nice out here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I don't know what in the world is going on in Raleigh, but it's a beautiful day. I'm excited to share this with all of you because it's Monday Motivation. I come every Monday. For those of you who don't know me, but this is my personal page, so you probably do. I am the author of 15 Social Media Secrets That Get You Paid. I'm a business coach, or business therapist, excuse me. And I do a lot of other things. So I titled this, if you knew me before in high school or in my early 20s, is that Jonathan? That man can sing if that's Jonathan. I think that's Jonathan. Hey, perfect. If you knew me back in my early 20s or when I was in high school, it's very well probable you were probably like, that is not the Zakira I know. And I want to tell you a couple things about me when I was in my 20s and when I was in high school that's probably extremely surprising to many of you. And one of those things that I used to do a lot, Jonathan, tell me if I'm lying, that I used to actually get into a lot of fights. I did. There was a point where I would fight, right? And I used to be the person who didn't like the bully, believe it or not. And then there were some aspects of me that I didn't know that some people consider me to be a bully, but I wasn't intentionally doing that, right? And so there was a time in my life where how you handled things or how you communicated with people was in an aggressive way. And so one of the things that I learned to do as I got older, read lots of books, put myself around people who were older than me, because the one thing I wanted to do, Jonathan said, definitely did fight all the time. We all knew she was about to action. And a lot of people, Jonathan, especially people who know me now would never believe that, right? They would be like, Zakira, really? Because I'm really laid back and I know how I can be, but I didn't want to be that. So I learned this thing called channeling. And what channeling is that all aggressive energy is not bad energy, right? It's just a energy that's big that you just haven't figured out how to actually use it for positive things. And so like with me, when I was in my 20s or in high school, I used to just feel like, you know, that was the only way how you handle things, that there was no way for you, if there was no way for me to communicate this, then I'm going to handle it in this kind of fashion. That was with my hands or with my mouth. But I didn't do a lot of talking there, right? But what happened is, I had my kids, I had my sons, I had both of them by 19, and I wanted to be a mom, and I knew I needed to generate income, and I knew who I was in that moment was not the person who was going to be able to create that life for me and my kids. And so Jonathan telling all the tea. And so seriously, the reason why I want to share this is because there's somebody right now, this is why I'm doing this Monday Motivation, is to inspire somebody who might be like, I don't like how life is. I keep attracting these kind of things. I keep doing these kind of things, but I want to be different. That you can. Like you really, really can. And so Jonathan put, if we had any issues with any females, we call Zai. Zai, Britt, Tori, Robin, the squad. I'm so proud of you and who you have become. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan was there. He knows. And again, I wasn't a troublemaker. I don't think I was a troublemaker. You know, I feel like I was just like, if I saw you bullying somebody or if I saw you bothering somebody who I loved, you know, it was like on and popping. It was like, let me just tell you, okay? Hey, Marcus, I walked in at the wrong time. I just met you. No, it's okay. It's okay. And so, you know, that's just how I was. I was passionate about what I was, what I felt. And that was the only way that I knew how to handle that. So a couple things that you can do is to channel this in different arenas. And so one of the things that I've done is that I play contact flag football. It's a really healthy way to channel that really high energy where it's safe, it's cool, and all that jazz. Let me see what he said. I swear trouble just always wanted to find us. Shit was like the chorus singers at your YouTube. Yes, like, and we were good kids. Don't get me wrong. We weren't like these terrible kids. We would just fall into certain things. And again, if you don't know how to handle conflict, if you don't know how to communicate and be able to express yourself in ways that doesn't result in that, then you know, that ends up being that's how you get into fights, and that's how you get into trouble and all those kind of things. And we all get presented with those things. And so I'm telling you all these things because, you know, I had to say to myself, in order for me to be this person, I have to change. So I started reading. I think reading, honestly, is a lost art, okay? And this is where I found and discovered many different things about how to live, how to communicate, how to, that, you know, emotions aren't bad things, but to know how to actually channel them and actually use them for your good. And so I'm saying all of this. I'm telling you all my bitter, you know, I don't know if you could call it ugly, but the different sides of me at one point or another. I see I'm even letting Jonathan tell, yes, and I still sing and still got a great. I'm so glad you still sing, Jonathan. And so the reason why I'm sharing this all with you is that to remind you, this is the motivation, that you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. So whatever it is in your life that you are looking to do or looking to be, you just got to ask yourself those really important questions. What about me do I need to change in order to attract and manifest the visions and the goals that I have in my life? You know, because every 5 years or so, we all need to ask these questions, because the level or ladder of becoming the better you or the higher self within self is never ending. Like that never, ever, ever ends. Like ever, you know, unless you die, that's when it ends, or it shouldn't end. And so I just want to remind you that, again, whatever it is that you want to do, you don't have to be great at it. My first season in football, I got pancaked the very second play I was on that field. When I started public speaking, so a couple of you on Facebook was there. You know, I had to give a testimony about how my experience with this organization where they would come and check on you, make sure they were called like what are they called? Midwives. And they would come, check on you, make sure you're breastfeeding good, you're doing all these nice things. And all I had to do was get on stage and tell the audience how I've been benefiting from this awesome organization. And I had it all in my head. I was ready. I had my little notes in front of me. I got up there and I was like, I just choked. And so, you know, that was tough, but in my brain, I wasn't smart enough to not believe in the vision of me being a great public speaker. And now if you give me a mic, put me on the stage, I'm going to do my job, right? And so again, I share all of that to say to you that all of us have things that we want to achieve, we want to be, whether it's a hairstylist or a nail tech or I don't know, a plumber, an electrician, I don't know, real estate, whatever. You're going to start off not the best version of you because you're just getting started. And so I want to encourage you and remind you that, again, you don't have to start to be great, but you do. I mean, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. So I want to just give y'all a couple things that's coming up. I'm talking about visions. Visions are something that we all actually experience, and we have something called a vision board party, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. I think I'm going to have to change the venue because I've gotten a lot of RSVPs, and a couple of you are coming from out of the state, but it is in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the address is tentative, but if you go to my website, which is ikira.com/registration, you're going to see all the list of all these events. Or if you go to the website and just scroll all the way at the bottom and click what's up and coming, that will come up as well. I also have a business boot camp that's going to be a 3-day event virtually. It's normally $99.99, but it's only $24.99. And you won't have access to the recording, but you will have access to the live event. So that's December 17th, 18th, and 19th. So if you want to be a part of the business boot camp, let me know. And if you can't be a part of that, we will have a Boss You Up package that you can just get. This is for people who want to start a business, who need information about podcasting, who want to learn how to leverage social media, any of those kind of arenas. That's what we're going to be discussing at the business boot camp. But that's my Monday motivation. For those of you who are not following me on YouTube, please go to YouTube, because all of my long videos and free information and content is there. Shout out to Beautiful from Gridiron Gang. First of all, shout out to Gridiron Gang, period. I love those girls. We coming back to spring season. Y'all gonna be like, who is that? I'm not even gonna say nothing. But she made this this sweatshirt for me, Booked and Busy. If you would like one of these t-shirts, please let me know. If you booked and busy and you want a t-shirt, let me know. So shout out to Beautiful. She created this. I absolutely love it. She's an amazing young lady, a new and rising business owner here in Raleigh. She's about to be 20. She's about to be 20 next week. So one of the things that we could do for her as a young lady, I'll post her information here and definitely on YouTube. I will tag her website, but let's support her. If you got some custom things that you need, and you want them created, support this young lady. She's doing a good job. She did this for me in like 24-hour notice, and love her much. So if you want anything custom, let me know. And also, that's about it. Just remember that, again, you do not have